This is the pair of 1969 George Cleverly I've been working on. I posted a couple of videos last week of this shoe. This one, it had stretched hugely across the vamp, and it had stretched rather a lot around here. There was around about 20 millimeters that this area, if you look at the other film from last week, this area could be rolled and squashed about. I could actually pinch about 20 millimeters. You'll have seen me last week use wet towels and a hot steam iron on this particular shoe. The shape has been reduced. This tree inside, that's the original George Cleverly Bespoke tree. It's a bit of a struggle to get it out now. The skin's really shrunken tightly onto it, which is perfect. Originally it was flopping about. You could just tip it out, it fell out. So I just need to do one last little treatment. There's a tiny little bit, probably only 3 or 4 millimeters I want to lose. Very little here, but just to get the skin very, very tight. So I'm going to do one final treatment. So if you didn't see the videos last week, have a look at those, and you'll see the dramatic difference. The skin is extremely rough. It's very cracked. It was already cracked. The steaming process doesn't help, it makes the situation worse. Now this is the other shoe. It's already been treated with steam, the shape's good, and I'm starting to slowly resurface the skin. That one doesn't look anything like as cracked. It's only about 10% resurface. There's a lot more work to do, and this one's yet to be started, so I'll make a complete video showing you that, but we need to get the shape correct first. So here we go, I've got the wet towel. Just, I need to be able to feel the welting. I've got my extremely hot domestic steam iron, no water in it. The shoes had a little bit of water put inside, so I just want to tighten this area. I could more by feel. I can't see through the towel obviously, but I can feel, and this will hiss and spit. There we go, I'm pressing quite hard. Maybe just 2 or 3 minutes. In total it's probably had an hour's worth of treatment. Most of which you can see in the previous films. This is just the last of the treatments, just to make sure this shoe's already a fantastic shape. It's returned to its original shape. Obviously the condition's terrible, the condition of the skin. We can deal with that, not worried. But I just want to get this absolutely perfect. Just a little bit tighter around here. Just maybe another 2 or 3 minutes. I don't know. Perhaps as much as 5 or 10, to be truthful with you. But I won't make a film that long. Just want to give you a sense of how much is actually involved in restoring a shoe. From start to finish, this pair will have around about 70 hours. That includes all of the restitching by hand, all of the shrinking and steaming and reshaping that I'm doing here. And it's not a short job resurfacing. That takes many, many hours. If you're not a patient person, do not start such a job. It won't end well. It's a very slow process. So just doing the final steaming, just to get this lovely George Cleverly shape back, and I want it extremely tight. Let's just flip the towel off. I want it extremely tight around here. I have to be honest with you, shrinking back to the original size, leather which is stretched due to use, is a lot easier than shrinking brand new skin that's never stretched in the first place. It is possible. You can say take a size 10, and providing you've got a good sort of last or a good tree, put the smaller last or tree inside, you can reduce the size from, at least you can easily do a size 10 down to a size 9, or a 10.5 down to a 9, 9.5. That can be done, but it's exactly the same process as what I'm doing here, using steam, working all over. Just look at the previous videos. There's a lot more detail of what's involved, but I have to be honest with you, on skin that's new, it's a lot more difficult. It's easier, even though it's not an easy process. Don't be fooled, this is not a quick and easy process, but it's easier on old and damaged skins than it is on newer, unused, undamaged skins. It's probably at least twice as difficult on a new skin, getting a new skin to go smaller, than it is to get an old skin like this one to go back to its original size. Anyway, I'm going to stop here, because the idea is with these videos to keep them short. I don't want to make them too long. My longer videos are on Bespoke Addict YouTube channel. Some of those are perhaps a little bit too long, but I really do want to keep these on Instagram here very short and sweet. So let's put the iron down. I'll take the towel off. Somebody's just about to walk into the shop, so ignore the bell. There we go. So yeah, the skin's very hot, and you can see steam pouring off that. It will steam for at least 3 or 4 minutes. So I'm happy with the shape now. That will just be allowed to dry for 24 hours. Then I'll start the filming process of the resurfacing.